Hello, everybody. This is Richard Moore, and this is Wednesday morning, 3 a.m., a weekly commentary on this Wednesday before Independence Day 2024. Thanks, everybody, for taking a few minutes to listen. And I want to thank everybody who joins me on a daily or weekly or every other week basis in reading Richard Moore in depth. I hope you'll get the word out there. Send along these posts. Most of them are free to your friends and neighbors. And let's spread the word and build the network. Your support is appreciated. And for those of you who are paid subscribers, your work is appreciated. Your donation, your pledge is appreciated too, as you support independent journalism. Just one quick note too. I would like to ask all of you, hope all of you, and encourage all of you to join in on our podcast, Some Things Considered, with my friends and colleagues, Curtis Mang and Jennifer Meadows. Curtis has his own Substack. You can just Google Curtis Mang, and he can be found there. I want to take a moment this week, with tomorrow being the 4th of July, and spend a few minutes talking about our freedom, our liberty, and our common commitment. Always during the week of the 4th of July, I like to take time to celebrate the nation's founding principles, heritage, and history, and to remind people of our shared bonds and values. This year isn't any different. As we head to the grocery this week to stop up on charcoal, brats, hot dogs, and all things that can be grilled, not to mention a few six-packs of beer, perhaps, we should all take time to reflect that despite all our differences, we have more in common with our neighbors than our day-to-day politics would indicate. We all share our nation's common history, not to mention the desire for safety and success for our families and our communities. Indeed, the very tone and tenor of our political debates, the passion with which we engage in national and local politics, testify to how dedicated most of us are to achieving peace and prosperity for those we love and for the nation that is our homeland. We participate passionately, not because we don't care, but because we do. We may disagree vehemently on policy positions, but it's worth remembering this Independence Day that the other side wants the same things as we do, at least the vast majority of them do. We simply disagree on how to achieve it. It's the journey to the destination that sets us apart, not the destination itself. When we finally realize that we desire a common goal, polarization will dissipate into friendly debate and deliberation, the lifeblood of democracy. We become not bitter enemies, but close friends, hashing it out around the fire pit. It's also worth noting that all descriptions of the final destination can be boiled down to one or two words. Indeed, what we seek, that final destination, is embodied in the holiday we're celebrating this week, independence. This year, our nation struggles, as it always has, with maintaining and furthering that independence, that freedom. As Americans, we don't seek to fashion a world without illness and sickness, which cannot exist. We don't seek to create a world without death, for death is always certain. What we seek is our freedom to make our own choices, to address those ills, to build a world in which people can fully pursue their own happiness on their journey through life. What we seek, both as a people and as individuals, is to live without coercion or constraint as much as is possible. That's what the Declaration of Independence refers to in its call that all people, as in every person of every race and gender and of every political persuasion, all people have a fundamental right to pursue happiness. The human soul is only happy when it is free, unbound, uncaged, free to fly. It's not mentioned often, but here's another message embedded in Independence Day, or as one sign around this town puts it, freedom is not free. As it turns out, human history is also partly the history of those who would rob the rest of us of our freedom and happiness. They oppress and shackle or try to. As Ronald Reagan put it in his inaugural address, freedom is a fragile thing, and it's never more than one generation away from extinction. It is not ours by way of inheritance, It must be fought for and defended constantly by each generation, for it comes only once to a people. And those in world history who have known freedom and then lost it have never known it again. Liberty is the word most closely related to that message. It is different from freedom and independence. Indeed, it is most often used as a battle cry for freedom by those who feel or experience oppression in some way or another in their daily lives, whether by some form of discrimination or even the cruel tyranny of inflation. Chains come in many different flavors. If freedom is the goal, then liberty is the human expression of the commitment to always fight for that goal. While freedom embraces the absence of coercion and constraint, liberty implies the throwing off of coercion and constraint to become free. Its meaning is best embodied by Patrick Henry's "Give me liberty or give me death." At the time, our founders were busy overthrowing a despot, a tyrannical King George III, who had denied the rights of the people and confiscated their property, both tangible, intellectual, and emotional. Our founders fought for their property and they fought for their natural rights. Their freedom came not as a gift from the heavens, but through a hard-fought war to establish a new and independent nation. If freedom and independence were the destination, liberty was the battle cry of those fighting toward it and ultimately winning it. This Independence Day, with our families around us, let us not just celebrate and cherish our independence, but also our passion for liberty. It is the latter that allows the former to thrive. And it is the desire for liberty that glues together disparate strands of the political whole. We may not agree on policy, but we can agree on our passion for liberty. The danger is when significant numbers of the population no longer value their independence and so lose their zeal for liberty. Or we forget that freedom has to be fought for again and again and just can't be bothered. There have been many crises and flashpoints that have threatened our independence over the years, and today is no different. We have endured a civil war. We have endured world wars. We have endured a Great Depression, a Great Recession. We have endured terror attacks and assassinations of our greatest leaders. And still we stand. Each time our nation has emerged stronger and freer than it was before. Independence has been preserved because of everybody's passion for liberty, their determination to win the large battle for self-determination, just as our founding fathers did. Politics in our age is polarized, but it is difficult to say it's more polarized than it has ever been. Our streets have been darkened before by the storm clouds of totalitarianism, of those who find basic freedoms such as freedom of speech vulgar, obsolete, and even unethical. Today is no different. We face immense challenges at home and abroad. There are fissures and fractures in the landscape. And so on this Independence Day, it is important to stand proudly and salute our flag and the values it represents, not just independence, but that deep commitment to liberty. Give me liberty or give me death is just as important in 2024 as it was in 1775, maybe more so. If enough of us, political friends and political foes alike, renew our commitment to that passion and to that sentiment, then this nation will be sure to remain, as our Pledge of Allegiance declares, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. That's my holiday hope, along with my wishes for the best 4th of July you, your family, and friends can have. See you next time.